Now at 12, 19, and 59 degrees, I'm joined by two candidates who are running for the St. Augusta mayor seat. I have Mike Zenzen and Andy Elwood. And gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Okay, glad to be here.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Well,
I want to say hi to all my fans out there, too.
Great. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. And we've been doing this all election season, just getting a chance to talk with the candidates and hear a little bit about them. And I'd like you guys to, first of all, just start a little bit about who you are. So, Mike, if you want to go first and just talk a little bit about who you are and give people out there a little bit of background information.
Well, I've moved into St. Augusta in 1978. I've raised 3 great children out there. I've been involved in the community for quite a few years now. I was one of the original city council members when we became a city. I'm the commander of the American Legion at the moment and member of the Lions Club. I'm also on the St. Augusta Park Board. So I bring a wealth of experience along with me. I'm also a veteran and involved in veteran issues. Mm-hmm. I'm on the board of St. Cloud Stand Down, in which they have their event coming up at the Armory on the 27th of October, if I can get a little plug in there for it. And that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. Andy, what about you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started, like myself, I've been out in St. Augusta since 1978. My wife is the 4th generation of the Beamer family, one of the original founders of St. Augusta. And I started with the city of St. Cloud back in 1978, and I've worked for the street sanitation, parking meter, parking sign, water, wastewater. So I've been working with every department on the planning commission, the union steward. So I've got to see a lot of different changes. I've got to see a lot of changes that should have been made that you couldn't redo, such as the ring road. Mm-hmm. But stuff like that. So I have a really good eye for that, and I did get to do a lot of the planning. And also I was in control of a very large budget for water, wastewater. And I have some very great mentors that back me up. I have some really great ones, and I've had some not good ones. And one of the reasons why I'm running for mayor is because I see there's a real lack of innovation and a lack of motivation. And the city is growing with a new school coming in that way and a lot of land being opened up. We're gonna, it's gonna be growing a lot faster. And we have to plan on it today. We have to plan on it 5 years, 10 years down the road, even though it's a 2-year term, but we have to look forward to that. And one thing I'm really good at, besides working for the city for 17 years, I also ran my own business since I was 18, which I did very well at. And along with that, my goal is to lead this city in the right direction and not make the same mistakes that I seen the city of St. Cloud make.
Okay.
Once you make those mistakes, it's hard to go back. And you spend a lot of money, and I see a lot of money that's wasted right now, and I don't like it. I don't like to pay any more taxes like anybody else, and I see that, and I see some personnel issues that I just don't agree with, and I've seen a lot of that same kind of stuff working for the bigger city, and I don't want that to happen. And I'm really trying hard. I'm going to try hard once I do get in, that I'm going to be a hands-on mayor. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to show up once a month because I am retired. I sold my business and I am retired now. So I got plenty of time to do it. I'm going to make sure that I see a lot of things that these guys are going to have to learn as the time goes by. Well, I already know them. I've did them over and over and over again. And I can bring a lot of that experience with other than that, I feel pretty good about that. I respect Mike. He's a respectful man. He's been with the community, and he's been on the civil service or on the city council board. We get along. We both respect each other. We both have basically different ideas, but we want to do something what's best for the city, and we know it's growing faster, and of course it's changed a lot. I've been I started dating my wife 43 years ago, so I've been going out to St. Augusta that many years ago, and so I see a lot of changes coming, and you got to be ready for them, and you cannot make mistakes.
Okay. Now, Mike, I know you are currently on the city council. Why did you want to take the jump and now try and be mayor?
Well, the current mayor was going to retire, and I figured this is as good a time as any. And I just want to keep on with some of the things that we've been doing well. We are, of the city's population between 2,500 and 5,000, the lowest in per capita spending.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of things right out in our city out there. So, and I want to bring a little different management style to the mayor's office, to his position, to maybe smooth over a few bumps here and there within the city itself. So that's more or less why I want to do it. I want to stay involved in the community that I love so dearly, and just keep contributing.
Right. Now, do you guys know how large the city of St. Augusta is?
34.
No.
34, roughly
3,500 and change.
Okay.
According to the latest demographers'
All
estimates.
Right. Well, we'll get to all the issues when we come back. We're going to take a quick break, and then I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts of goals and hopes that for the city if you guys are elected. So we'll hang on just a minute here. You're listening to the News at Noon show here on AM 1240 WJON.